Peter Barlow's dramatic Coronation Street exit story, confirmed, and it's not prison. With Chris Gascoigne's exit from Coronation Street looming, many fans assumed Peter Barlow would say goodbye to Weatherfield in the back of a police car. This is because the beloved character was responsible for killing Stephen Reed at the end of Super Soap Week. Peter saw Stephen holding Jenny hostage and drove into the evil businessman, under the impression he was saving Jenny from being killed. Recently in the ITV soap, DS Swain confirmed to Peter that he wouldn't be going to prison, due to the fact she can't prove he wanted to commit murder. Peter was relieved, but it's now left us wondering just how he will leave the show. Carla and Peter split up. While Peter and Carla are happy in their relationship currently, we know soaps have a habit of breaking couples up, especially when they're in the middle of a dramatic storyline. After Peter left the station, he got chatting to Toya about living with the fact his actions caused a man to die. They connected well, and with Toya set to ask Peter if he'd like her to support him at an RR meeting, will old feelings resurface, causing Carla and Peter's marriage to be at risk. Goes into rehab. It is well known among viewers that Peter is an alcoholic, and it is safe to say that he has fallen off the wagon a few times throughout his life, particularly when the going gets tough. And what's tougher than having accidentally killed someone? As we know, Peter has been through a lot, and there is no doubt that he will be tempted to drink, which really would be a decision to kill the pain and kill himself through alcohol. He knows that, actor Chris Gascoigne explained. This is a real danger zone for him. With the guilt of Stephen's death weighing heavily on him, could Peter turn back to alcohol and end up being admitted to rehab? Disappears. Peter is clearly struggling with the guilt of having killed a man, so there is every possibility that the idea of staying on the cobbles is too difficult for him to bear. After all, it can't be nice being reminded of what he's done every time he walks down the street. Perhaps it will all get too much for him, and he decides he needs to get away from Coronation Street and everyone on it, leaving in the dead of night without so much as a word. New life with Carla. With Carla and Peter having been dubbed soulmates by their fans, it would be difficult to imagine Peter leaving without telling her. Because of this, there is every chance that the pair may end up leaving together to start fresh elsewhere. They have both been known to take some time away from the street after tragic events, so could they end up jetting off into the sunset together? Breakdown. As we mentioned, Peter has been clearly struggling with the guilt of killing Stephen, especially having found out that Stephen never intended to hurt Jenny. He is in hell and he is fighting through fear, but when he knows that Jenny is pretty adamant she would have been okay, that really starts to affect his mental state of mind, Chris revealed. Could Peter end up having a breakdown and leaving Weatherfield to seek help? New life alone. With everything taking its toll on Peter, could he be tempted to start his life fresh somewhere else? Though he has his family around him in Weatherfield, could he decide to say goodbye to everyone in order to find himself again?